Good afternoon, people that can actually watch the stream. I don't expect it to be working very well. Uh, it is going to go in and out, where it's not going to be a very good quality. So I apologize for that. If you're watching it on big screen, you're going to see, maybe it's good, maybe it's not. I don't know. I can't tell what it is. But we are here in Springfield. The Hilliard Varsity team is going to be taking on the Dayton Stealth Gold team. And if you're not watching football and you're not watching the Jackets game, you can watch this game in all of its low upload glory. We are about to start. They just finished their warm-ups. Hilliard will be in black, and Dayton will be in their white and red jerseys. And let's see what happens. I don't think we're going to be getting an anthem. At least I don't foresee it. Alrighty. Nope, we are not getting an anthem. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit record on the other guy. And we are going to be underway here. 17 minutes in the first period. We have Braden Wallum in the pipes today. And we were missing Braden Wallen, or Brady Wallen. I can't talk. It's too dang loud here. All right, face-off is contested and won by Kimbleton. Goes down into their zone, Dayton zone. Clevenger battles on the board, comes up, and it looks like Dayton's going to break it out. They send it down. That might be an icing call. No icing. Whoa, that was a close one. They were going for it, but they called that one an icing. So we will be headed back down here. 16:42. Only a whopping 18 seconds in. All right, we have Kimbleton on the draw right now. And that is, looks like it was one, but it came out, possession came out to Dayton, and they're able to break it out. Brotherton, I believe, broke that up. It's a shot and then a save by Braden. Martin gets it, goes behind the net, getting checked, goes up to Clevenger. Clevenger tries to tip it out. It gets out. Kimbleton goes for it and ends up going back out and back in. Kimbleton has it. Getting a little bit of space, goes into the zone. Something's on the ice there. I think that was a shot, and it looks like it was covered by the goalie. So we will have a face-off in here. It's a fast-paced game for the first, 56 seconds. And we have, Riley on the dot. And that is lost. It comes up. Looks like somebody was able to keep that in. Shot from, who's that, Martin, from the point. Battle down low. We still have it. Kimbleton does look. Looks like he tries to get some. Riley tried to get it. It looks like it was chipped up and over the goalie. Alexander tries to take a shot and it was blocked. Goes over to Ferrari. Ferrari gets it down low. Kimbleton chasing. Comes back up. Dayton is able to break it out. And it gets down. Comes down low into our zone. Ferrari gets it. Sends it back over to Eric. Eric passes it up to Humphreys. Humphreys tries to make it to Riley. He couldn't quite connect, but it comes back in our zone. Dayton dumps it down behind the net, and Braden just covers it. It backed off, and it looked like it bounced off the netting, and then he just covered it there. So 15-19 left in the first, and we have Kimbleton on the face-off draw. And that is lost, but it ends up going over to the corner where, Kimbleton makes a big old check there. Comes around. Wong battling it. Checks there for Wong. Clevenger ends up with the puck. Sends it down deep. Going to chase. Ends up getting held up. Brotherton chasing it. Clevenger ends up with it on a stick there. Gets checked. Brotherton ends up, tries to send it in front. Doesn't make a connection. Comes up. Kimbleton still has it. Top of the zone. Gets knocked off from it. And it gets chipped up and out. Wong dumps it down in, delayed offsides, but now we're good. Gets sent up and out. Wong gets it. And sent up and out to Brady Wallen. Gets chipped up by Brotherton. They're going to go for a change. Dayton has it. Oh, boy. Clevenger managed to pick it off. Where's he going to shot? He gets saved. Shot by 95, but unfortunately, the goalie was there to make the save. Puck comes back. Martin has it. Sends it on up to, who was that? That was Clevenger. Oops. Clevenger dumped it down deep. Kimbleton chasing it. Eats a check in the board. Kimbleton not getting up. Slow to get up. He's still not up completely. There he goes. He's up now. Dayton manages to try to get it to break it out, but they're not able to get a zone entry. Battle over there by the bench. Dayton manages to get in the zone. Gets knocked off his stick by Martin. Good play there. Eric chips it on up. Jumps over the stick. That's a shot on goal, and Braden will hold it. $13.40. I think I might have to lower the camera a minute. Oh, well. Who's that? Riley on the dot. And that's lost back. Goes up to the point. Tries to get chipped back up, but it looks like comes on up. Eric just dumps it down deep. It goes around. Looks like Watkins is going to be there. You guys are group me texting. I don't know if that's me, but that shot. Oh, it's a goal! That's right. That was a shot by Barber. I don't know who got it. It came from the point, and then came from, looks like Chris Watkins. That may have gotten that through. We have 62, 97, 25, 13, and 44. Nice job. So the score in the first part of this is 1-0. Yep. All right. 1-0 Hilliard. All right. Mason on the faceoff. Wait a minute. Mason somehow grew his hair back. All right. Mason battling it down there. Ends up getting knocked down. Pucks at the feet. Tries to get sent up. And shot from the point. That goes wide. I don't know if that actually got to the goalie or got tipped wide.
It looked like it hit something.
Oh, boy. Here comes the shot. It's a low shot. Saved by Braden. Ferrari up on the board. Now it's over to Francis. Francis tries to pass it over to Barney. Kind of fans on it and ends up coming back down. Ferrari checks a guy. Francis goes around behind the net. Comes up. Barney tries to chip it up. Looks like that's a block shot by number 21. They're battling it down here. Puck goes up and out. There's definitely some battles going on here. Yeah, it is. 12:27 left in the first period. The score is 1-0. Hilliard on the goal from Watkins. And face off down in our zone. Kimbleton on the draw. And that is one forward, but it ends up coming back. And Braden makes a save there. Shot from the blue line. All right, nice pass over to Clevenger. Clevenger takes a shot. Hit, blocked, deflected away by the goalie. Clevenger has it again. Loses it. They're able to get it. Comes up and out. Long gets it. Keeps it up, passing. And Clevenger dumps it back down deep into the zone where 48, Kimbleton, tries to get to it. Brotherton eats a check in the board. Still fighting. Dayton manages to break it out. Kimbleton checks it up, and Dayton ends up chipping it back down to our zone where Wong is chasing. And Dayton goes for a change, so we have a little bit of time and space. Wong gets some ice, sends it over to Kimbleton. Kimbleton accepts a pass, dumps it down deep. Gets knocked into the ref. That's all right, none the worse. And you don't be chasing him, Dylan. It comes back out. Martin gets it. Martin gets checked over. He sends it over to Barber. Barber fans on it. Tries to pass it, but fanned on the... Oh, my goodness. You guys got to get the... All right. Hang on. There was a whistle before the shot. So I'm guessing... Was it a penalty on... It had to be a penalty on Dayton then. Yeah. So it looks like we're going to be having a penalty here. It looks like. So wait a minute. Just us. That should have been a delayed penalty then. So why wouldn't that have been a goal? Okay, roughing on us. Never mind. We're on the penalty kill. Was that Dylan? Yeah, it can be. So 48 is in the box from us. So we're going to be on a 2-minute penalty kill. I'm really not sure why that. Why wasn't that a delayed? It was what? We touched it, so it whistled. Oh, okay, that's fair enough. Yep. All right, so we lose the face-off. It goes back up and out. So Dayton will have to touch up. Comes back in. 86. Barney with a check. Goes up in there. Oh, no shot. Another check. Whoa, wait a minute. Check from. Wait a minute. Is Barney going to the box? Oh, hand pass. Hand pass. Never mind. Barney had 2 checks in that, by the way. All right. So face-off is going to be outside the zone. That what they call a hand pass. So let's stop the play. We're still 1 minute 45 seconds left in our penalty kill, and that's a face-off loss. Puck. Barney goes for the check again, knocks him off, and it gets cleared down low, way back behind the net. Puck comes right here on Francis, battling. It ends up coming out. Gets dumped down behind the net, where Barber gets it and just gets checked up from behind. Just whip it down. Oh, almost. Anyway, there it goes. He cleared that. Francis cleared it down. The goalie gets it up. Dayton has control. Tries to get some speed. Up through the neutral zone. Brotherton tried to get him there. He goes around behind the net. Still on the 1 minute left. That's a save. Shot from the top of the circle, right in the glove of Braden there. Good save. Ten minutes, 14 seconds left in the first period. Score is 1-0. We are 58 seconds left in our penalty kill. And that is Brotherton on the draw. And the faceoff is lost. So it comes up to the point. Goes over to the left-hand side. Goes shot deep, and it goes tipped up and over. That was blocked. I think so. Yeah, it didn't get to Braden. All right. Well, here we have another whistle. 10:04. And Brotherton on the draw again. 48 seconds left in our penalty kill. He tried to win it over, but it ends up going back to the point for Dayton. And puck goes back down around behind the net. Wallen chasing. Oh, look at that. Holdinger manages to get the puck and chips it out of the zone for a clear. Nice job. Dayton has to touch up, and they bring it into the zone again. Oh, look at that. Brotherton managed to get that. Tried to clear it out. It just didn't get any farther than the neutral zone. There we go. Beyond. Dayton back up the point. Looks like it's broken up. Clevenger chips it down. That's on net. That's a shot by Clevy. And Dayton ends up getting it. Eric breaking things up. Riley, too. Dayton still has it. Tried to pass it up into the slot. Ends up going there where Martin breaks up the pass. Beats a check there. 97. Riley sends it on up to Humphreys. Into their zone. Looks like we are now at full strength. And what's that? Who is that? Eric takes a hit from the bear. Looks like he's going straight to the bench. He's injured. He's going straight to the bench there. Anyway. Humphreys, sorry. I was too busy watching Eric to see what was going on there to see what's going on. Riley just tried to dump it in and ends up getting deflected off a stick and way over the goalie's head. Comes up and out of the zone again. Alexander takes it low. Goes behind net. So offsides here still. Gimbleton. Nope, sorry. Ends up going back down in our zone. Dayton still has it. Looks like there's going to be a shot. Saved by goalie. Watch out. Oh, that was disconnect. That's a check from Watkins there. Comes up to the point again. Shot goes low. Saved by the goalie. Saved by Braden. They were trying to actually get it going. Another shot into the glove of the goalie holds. he's got to stop backhanding it. He's got to stop backhanding trying to get it out. He's not.
Work on the strength on it.
Yeah. Because he keeps trying to do it. It gets intercepted before it gets out. I know. More oomph. All right. 7:59 left. Score is 1-0 still. Riley on the dot. And that face-off is won from Kimbleton over to Wong. Wong to Charlie. Comes over to the point. That's a shot on goal. Saved by Braden. Check by, what's his name? Wallen. That's a blocked shot by Humphreys. And it comes out of the zone. Wallen gets it back down behind the net. Sends it on up to, who is that? 10, Luke. Tries to get it. Ends up on Humphrey's stick, Barney's stick. Goes down low. Barney takes it to the corner. Beats a check. Still fighting over there. Still battling. Dayton ends up with it. They're able to break it out. And that puck is broken up right there. And Barney ends up with the puck. Gets it, sends it down into the zone. We got Francis chasing it. Barney, and my Dayton going on the right-hand side. Tries to make a pass, but Martin blocks it up. And the dude loses his edge and goes head first into the board. Martin blocked that pass. It comes up and out of the neutral zone. Mason chasing it. Big old hair. Oh, gets tripped up. That was a good thing he got back up on that one. Martin ends up coming back in the neutral zone. Martin dumps it down low. Francis chasing. Battle on the board. Martin or Francis, what's his name? Mason chasing. Ends up blocking that pass. Dayton's struggling to get it out. Clevenger able to chip it. Yeah, wow. Alexander chips it up back into the zone. Puck comes up around the half wall. Oh, almost on their stick. All right. We got a little bit of action here going on. That's a shot, and that was a block by Alexander. Blocked by Alexander and up and out of play. All right. 5:59 left in the first period. The score is still 1-0 for the goal from Watkins. And who is that? Kimbleton on the draw. And face-off is lost. It looks like Dayton ends up with it. On the half wall. Ends up coming around back behind it. Still at your feet there. Kimbleton has it there. Looking for somebody to pass to. Gets it to Clevenger. Clevenger tries to break it down in the center. Ends up coming. Nope. I saw that happen. So that went down low. And it looked like it got caught up in between the pads of Braden. It looked like he thought he had it. And it kind of like trickled back behind him. And then he moved. And then it knocked it in. But unfortunately, that's a Dayton goal. So, all right. The score is now at 5:33 left in the first. The score is at 1-1, tied up. Those suck for a goalie. You can't feel anything. You can't feel anything, man. All right, so who is that on the draw? Riley on the draw. Ends up coming out of the zone, or coming out and back into our zone. Wong chasing it. Dayton checking hard. And check from Riley. Who's that? Eric tried to get to it. Dayton ends up with it. They're coming back into our zone. They get some speed. Riley ends up trying to do another check. Was that a shot? That's a shot and a save. Whoa. Okay. That's all right. It comes up and out. Humphreys gets it. He has a little bit of time and space. Sends it on over to the right-hand side for Watkins. Watkins couldn't get his stick on it. Ends up coming up and out. Kimbleton has the puck. It looks like there's a little miscommunication there with Wong. Wong block shot. Save. Wong with a block shot and then a save from Braden. That comes up and out. Looks like Humphreys dumps it deep. Watkins right there. Almost gets it over to him. Dayton chips it up and out. Down into our zone. Another shot saved by Braden. That shot looks like it was blocked wide. I didn't know who did it. Whoa. pass goes right into the slot, comes up with the point. That's a shot blocked by, who is that, 62. Shoveled towards the net, saved by Braden. And almost, there's some checking going on, lots of fun going on here. Martin down in the corner battling, and Barber ends up almost getting hooked. And looks like he's going to clear it over. And Humphreys gets a stick down, and that will be icing. Man, if that stick just got a little bit more energy off it, that would have not been icing. All right, 3:46 in the first. 1-1. Definitely Dayton having a lot more shots here right now, at least in this period. But we're doing a good job breaking it up. Who's on the draw? That's Eric. Gets kicked out of all people. Okay. All right. 33 on the draw. That's Brotherton. Brotherton wins it over. Ends up coming out of the zone. Comes back in. It's delayed offside. Alexander sends it on over to Eric. Eric goes through the neutral zone. Comes up to the blue line. Looks down low. Tries to get it. Takes a shot. Ooh, shot by Eric. Gets deflected by the goalie up and out of play. That was great. Great little heads up there because it came off of the Dayton stick. And went right back to Joey. Hilliard on the draw. Face-off looks like maybe Clevenger can get to it. It'll be one. But Dayton ends up with it. Gets stepped up and out. Alexander. It's right on his back. It's on the wall. yeah. It looked like it was put right there on the shelf. Like. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left. Looks like it's Mason going to be on the face-off. I swear to God, wasn't his hair shorter in the last game? Mason's. Oh, he tied it up. I was like, how did he grow his hair? Anyway, Mason ends up losing that face-off, but it comes out of the zone and Martin gets it. Martin turns around, chips it up and out. It gets on the stick of Dayton. A little bit of fun in the neutral zone. Comes back down. Braden comes out of the net to plate it. Gets sent up to the slot. No one there. Watkins tries to chip it down low. It goes down low. It's behind the net. Mason chasing it. Checks. Good check there. It's like Francis beating it. And Watkins going there. And Dayton ends up going through the neutral zone. They try to pass it. I think that's going to be an offsides call. That should come out over there. We're only getting a smattering of shots. I said we're only getting a smattering of shots, if that could be the word for it. Okay, Kimbleton on the draw, and it ends up lost, and it comes back down into our zone where Braden comes out to play it. And Wallen checks it up, goes to Clevenger. Clevenger sends it over to Kimbleton. Kimbleton tries to get it up to Brotherton, couldn't quite get to it. Comes back up, almost offsides. We're checked up, and Wallen dumps it deep. Clevenger on the half wall. And ends up coming out. Brotherton gets it, sends it down deep. Comes out, Martin gets it, retreats back down into our zone, looking for options to pass. Trying to draw some wingers at him. 48, dumps it down low. Half wall again, tries to battle. Ends up with the puck, sends it over to almost makes it there. And Dayton will chip it up. And it goes out, Barber chasing it. Ends up getting to the wall. Still battling, comes up and out. Like it's going down low. Dayton gets it. Tries to send it up, and that's a good save. That was a pass right up into that was in the top of the crease. Braden was there to save it, though, out in the neutral zone. Okay, players are coming back to the ice to do their little warm-up. I just got a quick update on the Jackets game, if you cared about that. But it looks like it's what'd you say, 4-1? It's 4-1 Jackets. Goal by Marchenko, Wierenski, and Voronkov. So, yeah, I said the marchers. The marches.
Menchenko.
March and Mensch. Enchenko, or Enko and Mensch. All right, anyway. I only say that because my wife's at that game. So hopefully she's having a good time there. We got some Pantera going on here. I might get another copyright strike. All right. Whoa.
Like that would have missed in that. Or right there, or shot off.
All right. Third period about to start. We will be on a 1 minute, 16-second penalty kill. Barber is going to go back into the box. Maybe think about his life. Nah, he's fine. I don't know what the call was, but whatever it was, the ref didn't like it. And I think the ref's waiting for the single from the goalie. Never mind. I think he got it. And we're back to being loud. Third period. Gimbleton wins that face-off, goes back to Dom. Dom clears it all the way down. Good job with that. Since we're on the penalty kill, sometimes you forget about that when you start the period like that. Ends up coming out. Martin gets it. Almost trips it down low. Still has control of it. Just clears it down to the far ice. Nice job. Humphreys on the forecheck. Dayton still zings it around. Gimbleton almost has it. Almost got it. Dayton ends up breaking it out. Comes into the zone. Dude, that was a shot. Did that go off the goalie? I heard it hit something. Save. Coming up there. They try to pass it right through the crease. Doesn't go. Doesn't go to anybody. And still going down low. Dayton still in control. We have 20 seconds left on this penalty kill. And they're dancing behind the net. Still looking for options. They're not getting any, so we're clogging up the high slot here, or the slot. But that's good. They're still trying to do it. Dom gets it, tries to chip it up and out. Doesn't go. Stays at the point. Comes back down behind. Martin chasing it. Tries to get a stick on it. Ends up coming out. We are full strength now. Ends up, that was a pass right through the crease. And it didn't connect. It was broken up. And who's that? Riley almost got a little bit of a breakaway there. And Dayton gets it in the neutral zone, sends it back down into our zone. Gimbleton has it. Trying to make his way up. Almost a hook there. Wait. Alexander sends it over to Humphreys. Riley tries to take a whack at it. Still in neutral zone. There we go. Now Dayton has control. They get a shot. Braden makes a save. Sends it on out. Chipped on out. Riley checking. Comes out. Neutral zone. Dayton gets it into the right-hand side. So Wallen breaks it up. Nice. Eric gets it. Looks like we might have a little bit of almost. Got it into the zone, but we couldn't get much on it. Riley. It does like a nice little angle out there from Riley. Wallen has the puck. Chips it up. Comes out. Riley has it. Looks like he's trying to get it into the zone. He does get it into the zone. Ends up with this. Tried to get past some people. Couldn't quite get it. So Watkins takes a shot. Just tried to dump it, but it was on net, so it looks like the shot. That's a high. Alexander. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Alexander took a big hit. I think it was just a dangerous thing. I'm not really sure what's. I think Watkins is going too. No, he's not. Okay. So was that roughing? That was probably his kid. Anyway. So we'll be on a power play. So we were on a penalty kill. Now we're on a power play. 14-12 in the third. We will be on a power play for 2 minutes. Humphreys on the draw. And Humphreys kind of wins that back, but it doesn't connect with anybody. Martin gets it in the neutral zone. Martin tries to fans on it there. That's a shot, and that's a save, thank God. Was that wide? Yeah. Okay. Martin still has it. Chips it on over to Eric. Eric doesn't get it. Humphreys takes a slash. Humphreys. Or was that Clevenger? No, that's Clevenger. Clevenger sends it back to Martin. Even with my glasses, I'm ruining these names. Martin still gets it. Goes through the neutral zone, stops, sends it on over to offsides. Eric dumps it down deep. Offsides, Kimbleton and Clevenger forechecking. Gets checked up. Martin. Oh, kept in. Okay. Still kept in. Eric sends it back down in the round. Humphreys going for it. And Eric keeps it in. Goes down low. Kimbleton going after it. Gets it. Martin on the left side. Gets a shot off. Goalie saves it. And holds on. 54 seconds left in our power play. 13 minutes left in the third period. Watkins on. And that is lost. Tries to clear it. It ends up coming out of the zone. Barber. Oop. Braden came out of the net to play it. Miscommunication there. Battle on the board. Somebody got to get it. Okay, we need to start looking for the pass. There we go. Watkins to Brotherton in the neutral zone. Brotherton has a little bit of space, gets it into the zone, goes to the right-hand side. That's almost pass over there. It's like Barber's able to keep it in, but it. Oh, yeah, nice. Almost a hand pass. Not really, though. Dayton has a little bit of numbers. Barber back checking here. Saved by Braden. Nice job. That was a drop pass to the slot, and the shot came from just above the hash marks, but Braden was able to make the save. That was a game-changing save there. Almost a shorthanded goal from Dayton. We have 1 second left on our power play, but we'll have a face-off in our zone, so that'll probably do it. That was kind of weak. All right, Kimbleton on the draw, and that's one to Clevenger. And full strength for Dayton. Clevenger dumps it deep and still chasing it. Puck ends up coming up. Almost kept in. Dayton has it on the right-hand side. They're looking for a pass. Doesn't make a connection, and it will come out of the zone. That's an offside. So, yeah, even if it's offside and it's a goal, it's still no goal.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
But that could have gone in.
It would have been no goal because it was offside. Yeah. All right. Face-off will be right outside the zone. Riley on the dot. Riley loses that, but it ends up going down into Dayton's zone. Humphreys battling it down there. Comes up, still on the half wall. So Riley keeps it down, chasing it. Still battling, down low. Eric ends up with it, sends it on over to Wallen. Wallen tries to chip it over. God! Oh, good gravy. I think that was wide. That shot wasn't blocked. That was a shot. Well, that was a shot. And then who was?
97 on 40 block.
Okay. Nice little pressure down there. Keep pressuring them, guys. 11:23 left. Score is still tied, 2-2. Watkins on the draw. And he face-off is lost. Puck comes out of the zone. Martin gets it. Martin sends it over to Barber. Barber tries to get it to Mason. Just didn't quite connect. Ends up coming up and out. Woo, nice. Martin ends up intercepting the pass. Gets there. Looking for something. Oh, gets knocked off the puck, unfortunately. And the puck comes up and out. Barber still has it. Sends it on over to Mason. Mason sends it on up. Barney chips down in. Comes up low. Dayton ended up breaking it out. Looks like they tried to have a numbers. Their pass ended up getting broken up. Puck comes down to our zone. Martin behind our net. Up to Watkins, I believe that was. No shot. Blocked up. Nice. Good job. Martin dodges a check there. Ooh. Now and Mason eats a check and goes down, and he is not getting up. Looks like the trainer's coming out. They're checking on Mason. Is that his third one?
I don't know.
Mason is down. I'm gonna move that over there just a little bit. Sorry, guys. I know you guys want to see, but I really don't want to have that broadcast all over YouTube. So we'll just go to our players here. Trainer is still checking on him.
You're taller than him.
And Mason, he's sitting up now. Trainer is still working on him. Looks like he's getting up. Good. All right. Mason is up. He's able to get to the bench under his own power, which is a good sign. He picked up his stick. I think the trainer still wants to take a look at him. Yep. And that'll be a power play for Hilliard. I think Cliff is talking. Cliff is talking to the tech. Here we go. This is what I expect between Dayton and Hilliard, is the parents chipping at each other. Puck will come down into the Dayton zone. Here we go. 10 minutes and 25 seconds left in the third period. Score is 2-2. Pair of goals from Watkins. Humphreys on the dot. That was a quick shot from Eric. Looks like it went wide. Dayton ends up clearing it. It stops behind the net. Braden, oh boy. Good drive. I'm not sure what are we doing here? Yeah. That was let the Wookiee win, I guess, is what we're doing here. All right, Martin has the puck going up to the neutral zone. About casually goes to the neutral zone. Knocked off his stick, and he eats a check. Kimbleton on the half wall. Still has the puck. Still working. Comes up out. Change or make it go. Eric with the puck behind the net. Sends it on over to Humphreys. I believe that's Humphreys, yep. Humphreys. Or no, that was Watkins. Watkins sends it down low. Kimbleton tries to shot 48, really from a weird angle. But goalie makes the save. Shot goes wide from Riley. Goalie directs it into the left corner. Back up to Riley at the point. Over to Martin. Martin takes a zippy shot. Oh! Yes, that's a goal! There it is! That was a weird one. That was a weird goal. It's like a Kimbleton goal. It was a weird bounce. It came in off the goalie, and then it came around behind, and I'm not really sure exactly what happened, but it looked like they might have knocked it in right behind the goalie.
There's a bunch of shit that happened there.
You're gonna have to just hit flag and we'll review the whole play. That's right. So that's a power play goal from Kimbleton. So now the score is 3-2 Hilliard, 9-1 left in the third period. Goal is not contested. Riley on the dot. We have the lead here. Let's see if we can hang on. The face-off is lost. And Dayton has it, and they're tipping it up into the zone. Watkins sends it on over to Riley. Riley is, man, in the ribs.